Welcome to Fluent English, a podcast focused on natural listening practice, simple vocabulary, and real stories. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jane. We are so incredibly happy to have you here with us today.
Today, we have a very special episode for you. We are going to talk about a day in the life of Jane, and she is going to share some of her own daily experiences from working at her clinic.
Yes, I am really excited to share my daily routine, some funny moments I've had with my patients, and how I manage my busy days at work.
Now, before we start, we want to say something important. Today's episode is perfectly designed for beginners. If you are an A2 or B1 learner, this is excellent for you. We are going to use simple words, clear sentences, and speak at a very comfortable speed.
Exactly. So don't worry about difficult terms. Just relax, listen, make your coffee, and let's jump right into the topic.
At the end of the video, we explain meaning of difficult words. All right, Jane, let's start with your daily routine. Many of our listeners are practicing how to talk about their day, so let's look at yours. What does a typical morning look like for a busy doctor?
Well, unlike some jobs, my routine is actually very organized, which helps me stay calm. My day always starts at 7 a.m. I don't like to rush, so the very first thing I do is drink a big glass of water, open my window for some fresh air, and stretch.
That sounds like a very peaceful start. Do you eat a big breakfast, or are you too busy running out the door?
Oh, breakfast is extremely important for me. I need energy, so I always make a healthy breakfast, usually oatmeal with some fresh fruit and nuts, and I enjoy a warm cup of herbal tea. After breakfast, I put on my comfortable clothes, grab my stethoscope, and drive to my clinic.
Do you face a lot of traffic on your way to work? Because traffic can definitely ruin a good morning.
Fortunately, no. It is a quick 15-minute drive. I always try to arrive at the clinic by 8:30 a.m., which is 30 minutes before we officially open. This is my favorite quiet time. I sit at my desk, drink another cup of tea, and mentally prepare for the day.
That quiet time is so important. But then, the clock hits 9 a.m. What happens the moment you officially open the clinic doors?
That is when the real action begins. When I open my office door, my assistant, Sarah, is already at the front desk. She is wonderful. She smiles and gives me the patient list for the day. This list is my map. It tells me exactly who is coming, what time they arrive, and why they are visiting.
On average, how many people do you see on a normal day? It must be a pretty long list.
Yes, it is. Usually, I see about 15 to 20 patients every single day. Each appointment is about 15 to 20 minutes long.
Wow, 20 patients. That means you are talking and listening for hours. Are they all visiting for the same reasons, like having a cold or a flu?
Actually, no. My day is divided into two parts. In the morning, I usually see people who are feeling sick right now. They have a cold, a sore throat, a cough, or a fever. I check their temperature, listen to their chest, and write down the medicine they need.
And what about the afternoon? Is it a bit more relaxed?
Yes, the afternoon is usually for general checkups and prevention. For example, some patients come to check their blood pressure, some need to get their routine vaccines.
It sounds like you have to change your focus very quickly from one person to another. 1 minute they are sick, the next minute they just need advice. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by this?
Sometimes, yes, especially on rainy days when the waiting room is completely full. But I have a golden rule. When a patient sits in the chair opposite me, I don't look at my computer screen. I look into their eyes, I smile, and I ask them how they are really feeling. That connection is my absolute favorite part of the job. I don't just treat illnesses. I listen to human stories.
That is wonderful, Jane. Real connection is beautiful. But tell me something. You see many people every day.
Yes.
I think this must lead to interesting situations. People say funny things when they are worried. Do you have any funny stories?
Oh, absolutely. I see funny things all the time.
Really? Tell us one.
Well, last week, a young man came to my office. He was in a big panic. He looked at me with very wide eyes.
What did he say? Was he in pain?
No, he was not in pain. He said, "Doctor, please look at me. I have a terrible, rare disease. My skin is turning orange.
Wait, orange skin? Like a pumpkin?
Yes. I looked at his hands and face. They were actually a bit orange.
Oh my God. What did you do? Did you run some medical tests?
No, first I had to ask some simple questions. I asked him about his daily lifestyle. I asked him about his food.
You are a real professional. And what did he say?
He told me he wanted to be super healthy. So he started a new diet. He ate 2 kilograms of raw carrots every day for a whole month.
2 kilograms of carrots? Every single day? He was literally eating like a rabbit.
Exactly. I laughed too. I had to explain the biology. Carrots have a natural orange color. If you eat too many, your body cannot process them. So the body stores the color in your skin.
That is amazing. So he was not sick at all?
Not at all. I told him, stop eating carrots for a few weeks. He came back 1 week later. His skin was perfectly normal again.
That is hilarious. Okay, Jane. Now, let's do something fun. I have some quick personal questions about your life as a doctor. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. I am a bit nervous, but I am ready. Go ahead.
Question 1. If you were not a doctor, what would you be? What was your dream job as a child?
That is a great question. When I was a child, I loved animals. I wanted to be a veterinarian, an animal doctor. But then I realized I wanted to help humans more. If not a doctor, I think I would be a teacher. I love sharing knowledge and helping people grow.
That makes complete sense. Both teaching and medicine are about helping others. Now, question 2. What is the hardest decision you have ever made as a doctor?
That is a heavy question, Mark. The hardest decisions are always during emergencies. Sometimes, 2 very sick people need your help at the exact same second. You have to decide, who do I help first? You must stay calm, think fast, and make a choice. It is a terrible responsibility, but it is part of the job.
Wow. I cannot even imagine that level of pressure. You must have a very strong mind. And my final question. If you could change one thing about the modern medical system, what would it be?
I would delete all the computer paperwork. Doctors today spend too much time looking at screens and typing reports. I want to spend that time looking at my patients, listening to them, and talking to them.
I think every doctor in the world is agreeing with you right now. Thank you for your honest answers, Jane. That was a beautiful conversation.
Thank you, Mark. I really enjoyed sharing my story.
What is the best advice you can give to our listeners? What is your #1 rule for health?
Oh, this is very important. My #1 rule is, please stop searching your symptoms on Google.
Oh, come on, Jane. I think everyone does that.
I know, it is a very common habit, but it is very dangerous for your mind.
Why is it dangerous? Google has a lot of information.
Yes, but it does not have medical training. For example, you have a simple headache. You type headache into Google. The algorithm shows you the worst things. It tells you that you have a rare terminal illness. It tells you that you are going to die.
That is so true. It always scares me. Thanks for this advice.
Exactly. It creates unnecessary stress and panic. Stress is bad for your body. So if you feel sick, turn off your computer. Go see a real doctor at a clinic. We want to help you. We do not want to scare you.
That is very solid advice. No more Dr. Google for me. But Jane, your days are very busy. The clinic is always full. How do you relax after a hard day?
I have a very strict rule for my life. I do not take my work home. When I finish my work, I walk to my car. I turn on some soft music. I consciously leave my worries at the clinic. During the 20-minute drive, I just listen to the music. The moment I open my front door, I am not a doctor. I am just Jane.
That is a very healthy boundary. And now, it is time for our final segment, It is time for the vocabulary study.
Excellent. We have 5 very useful words and phrases today. They are perfect for daily life.
Our first word is clinic. Jane works in a clinic. This is a place where people go to see a doctor for medical treatment, usually smaller than a hospital. For example, I have an appointment at the dental clinic today.
Our second word is fatigue. This is a slightly nicer word for being very, very tired. For example, after working all day, I felt a lot of fatigue.
Our third word is terminal. This describes a very serious illness that cannot be cured. For example, thankfully his illness was not terminal. He just needed some medicine.
Our fourth word is unwind. This means to relax after a stressful day. For instance, I like to unwind by watching a funny movie.
And our final phrase is to pour from an empty cup. This means you cannot help others if you do not take care of yourself first. Write these words down, guys. And remember, practicing your English listening is the best way to learn.
Yes, if you enjoyed this beginner-friendly episode, please subscribe to Fluent English.
Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment below. How do you unwind after a busy day? We read and reply to every comment.
You've been listening to the Fluent English podcast. Stay healthy, keep practicing, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.